Actually, it was acting. If I think back, I was a 12-year-old professional actor at the Royal Exchange Theatre.
Right.
Went to Oldham Theatre Workshop probably a long time ago now, 20 years ago, as a youth theatre group. Got me off the street, if I'm honest.
Right. Okay.
And got me doing something that I enjoyed, and from that I went on an audition and was paid £6 a performance to act. But probably going from there, working at the corner shop when I was 13 till about 16, doing several paper rounds, doing the Pink final on a Saturday after the football. Before we had the internet, that's how you got your final scores. You used to go and deliver those. And then moving on to 17, 18, whilst I was doing my YTS, I was selling cockles and mussels around the pubs in the evenings. Right. So I was basically doing anything I could to make cash. Oh, when I was doing my A-levels, I did an evening job at Great Universal Stores in Manchester in the post room, which gave me some money for going out at the weekend. So I was always looking for ways to make money as a kid.
So it's quite interesting you didn't start at the top then?
No. I grew up in Droylsden, which is East Manchester. My dad had a job, but not a fantastic one. Just about paid the bills. We were never a rich family by any means. Standard working class family. I had to basically pay my own way.
So the main purpose that we're down here is to talk about success. So, what would you say your top 3 tips are achieving success?
Oh, top 3 tips. I think before you get onto that, I think you've got to realise what causes success, and I believe it's passion, drive, enthusiasm. Right. Having the will to do things. We talked before about first jobs and did lots of things to get by. It's the same in your first job as you move up the career ladder. If you're willing to put the effort in and the drive and the passion, you will be successful in my view. It's those that don't put that effort in that tend not to be successful. I believe you just make your own success.
Yeah.
And you've got to have something that's driving you in your belly though. For me, it was I didn't want to have a life where I was working class, struggling to meet the bills at the end of each month. I wanted a different life, and I wanted to be able to do things like skiing, travelling the world, running a business, basically having freedom. And so that's what drives my success is the will to have that and then to keep it. So I think tips, it is just being willing to do what it takes, and what it takes sometimes is a lot more than 9 to 5. It can be 12, 14 hour days consistently over a number of years. But I guarantee you, if you work hard, you'll get success.
Fantastic. I think Lee Trevino, the golfer, once said, the harder I work, the luckier I become. Yeah, exactly. You make your own luck. And I think you get what you focus on as well. So, as well as that hard work, if you're focused on a goal and you work really hard towards that goal, you will get it. Do you think there's a direct correlation between success and a thirst for learning?
Absolutely. And I think it's human nature that if you're not learning, you don't feel like you're moving forward in life.
Right.
I think that's how a lot of people get depressed and get worn out. And for me, if you're not growing, you're dying. It's one of the it's like anything in life. If it's not growing, it's dying. It's going the other way.
Yeah.
And there's a very good book actually, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And the 7th habit is all about sharpening the saw, which is really about keeping your blade and your sort of cutting nature and the knowledge you have really sharp. And if you don't learn and continue to learn, how are you going to remain sharp? And that's so it's a great book to read, that one actually.
What piece of advice would you give to a young person to make it?
Get my apprenticeship now.
Right. Okay.
Simple.